Jonjo O'Neill's quite simply one of the legends of the game. Dawn Run is the name that immediately comes to mind, but of course you've got many others in there as well. And his first Cheltenham Festival win as a jockey 49 years ago. We're off 1 to the big 50. Jonjo, does the festival, despite the fact that you've had a little bit of longevity in the game, does it get you going inside still?
Oh, of course it does, Matt. Yeah, it's a great meeting, really. And it's been very lucky for me over the years, to be honest. So I've been lucky enough to have some really good horses to run there and to ride there. So yeah, fantastic. Gives you the, you know, when you come in the last fortnight, you're getting all excited about it. Yeah, you know, gives you a real buzz, like, you know, and it's nice to have a few runners there. Nicer to have winners. So yeah, listen, it's something we work to all season, really, you know.
This will be a season with AJ on the licence, Jonjo Junior riding. Just as a family unit, Jackie, your missus, does so much work as well in the team. Just as a whole unit, how proud are you of the whole family?
Yeah, listen, we're very lucky. We're all interested in the game and we get a great kick out of it, and we work as hard as we can to try and get it right, and when it comes right it's great, and when it goes bad there's no supper.
Tell me, what does AJ bring to the table for you at the moment?
Oh, he's very good in the office and does a lot of stuff that I don't want to do. And John's is the same, to be fair.
For you, is it really just being close to those animals? That's the thing you've always loved since Peter Hoff won the Triumph Hurdle in 1976?
Yeah, exactly. You know, they've all got different characters, Matt, and you know, it's a fantastic feeling just to understand all that.
It appears from what Dad says is that Dad likes getting up and close to the horses. Is that how it's kind of worked out, that he's snuggling up to them while you're doing all the hard work behind the scenes?
He's been amazing to both Jonjo and I, with kind of shared responsibilities to, you know, show us how to and how not to do all of the different aspects of it. He's quite keen on the use of technology to speed things up and keep better records, right, and be able to show better things, and I suppose Jonjo and I have grown up with that being a big part of life, and Dad didn't. So we're a bit quicker on the computer while he tells us what to do on the computer. Yeah.
What you want is a winner at Cheltenham, so let's just rattle through 3 or 4, hopefully the big ones. Springwell Bay, do you think it's more likely it's going to be the Plate or the Grand Annual? Because I think it's going to be one of those two.
I wouldn't narrow it down to those two.
Wouldn't you?
No.
Well, you're not going for the Brown Advisory, are you? And you're definitely not going for the Ryanair, so rule those out. Wasted entry fees. You're not going for the Arkle. So we're back to the Grand Annual and the Plate.
You've missed the novice handicap 2.5.
Oh yeah, the novice handicap. Okay, so the turn, right, thank you. See, by making that error though, I've got it out of you, because that's the race that's in your mind.
Those are the options that are in my mind.
So he's a classy horse. He ran in Grade 1 company as a hurdler.
Yeah.
He's improved, I think, every run this season. Kind of, what's he need? A strong gallop to run at? Is that what he needs, which he should get?
Yeah, possibly. It's hard to say whether his most recent run flattered him, but he was impressive. Obviously, it was nice to see him do it in that kind of capacity. He was quite busy in the early part of the season up to the new year, so he's had a bit of a break for Cheltenham, and hopefully he's in great form at home at the minute, and hopefully we can keep him that way, and hopefully he goes well in whichever race we do end up deciding.
The one runner that you're looking forward to just sending out at Cheltenham is, just give us the name. One runner.
Springwell Bay, I suppose, would be the one, really. He won well New Year's Day, I think it was.
He's got a bit of class, hasn't he?
He's got a bit of class when everything goes right for him. He needs everything to go right, and they probably went too quick that day and made him look a bit better than he needed to be. And the handicapper got a bit excited with him, put him up a bit too far, I think. But
it's too late to fool the handicapper now. The weights are out, John.
Yeah, I know. I did ring him. Did you?
Did you get any down a couple?
Yeah, no.
Now, Johnnywho excited me at the start of the season because I thought this is built like a chaser. You started him off at a ridiculous distance. I thought, great. This is all part of the big plot. We'll run it over 2 and a bit miles when we know it's a 6-mile horse. Fantastic. But then you went 3 miles at Windsor and he didn't do an awful lot. Admittedly in a good little 3-runner race, but he was last and beaten a long way. Is there hope for Johnnywho, or am I...
We haven't found the 6-mile race that you say he needs yet anyway.
But is there hope?
Yeah, he seems to be in good form at home, and hopefully he can kind of keep progressing into the spring and roll on from there.
I mean, on what you see here, there's still an engine in there, yeah? Because he looked a really promising hurdler, didn't he? I mean, he looked like he might be a proper horse, to be honest.
Yeah, he's obviously he showed an awful lot as a young horse, and hopefully we can reignite some of that spark.
Hasthing's in the Kinmure and the National Hunt Chase. Have you got a preference at this stage?
Not at this stage. Obviously, seems to like Windsor. Obviously, it's not quite the same sort of track as Cheltenham, but been happy with the way that his season has progressed so far. Ran a nice race at the weekend, and yeah, looking forward to seeing where we can go at Chapman.
Crebilly's in the Plate and the Ultima. He could go for either. He's run well before. I mean, is he ready to do it again?
He's in good form. Obviously ran a cracker last year. It'd be great to see him kind of off trying to do something similar.
I just want to go down memory lane a little bit with you. Just let's start with Dawn Run because it's so obvious. When Wayward Lad and Forgive and Forget swooped by, did you ever think you were going to get back up?
I always knew I was going to get back up, because jumping the second last I didn't think I was going to get back up, and then when I seen Wayward Lad going to the front and Forgive and Forget, I knew they wouldn't get up the hill the second time, and that's when, you know, Wayward Lad started drifting across, and I had ridden him the year before and I finished third on him when Michael had the first 5, and I felt he didn't get the trip that day, so I gambled on that really, and it worked out for us. She was a really good mare, really. You know, how she won the Champion Hull was amazing, really, because I had told Paddy, I said, she's no chance in the Champion Hull. I think I won on her first time at Ascot or something. It might have been even 2.5 mile, I think, maybe at that stage. And but Sir Paddy was a fantastic trainer, and you know, he arrived there on the day and everything was right.
And I want to ask you about Sea Pigeon. When he won the Champion Hull, he beat Monksfield, and in 1980, Monksfield was like Constitution Hill now. He was unbeatable. He hadn't been beaten for 3-ish years. Sea Pigeon comes there. You come there cruising, Jonjo. He just seemed to be an incredible engine in Sea Pigeon.
Yeah, he had a lot of pace and a lot of speed. And he didn't win the first 2 Champion Hulls for the reason being we used to go up the hill twice. He'd go right up to the stables and around. And when they changed it to go across in front, he won the next 2. He just didn't get the trip. Then he would win 2 miles 2 around Chester in the Chester Cup.
Yeah, extraordinary horse, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then he'd get beaten 1 mile and 6 sometimes around Doncaster if they went a right gallop, you know. But he was a real good horse. When you started going on him, the acceleration was unbelievable, you know. The stronger he got and the kick you get out of riding him was unbelievable.
When you look back at those or remember those days at all, does it feel like yesterday or does it feel a long time ago?
Feels a long time ago now, Matt. But I still remember him well.
Do you ever sit down with the boys and say, you know, watch this, lads, this was me at my best, and play them?
No.
No? Never?
No.
Oh, come on.
No,
You've never sat down and watched Dawn Run win the Gold Cup with the lads?
Might have done when they were very young, but I can't remember.
You've been with Dad all your life, obviously.
Yeah.
He's your dad. He was a battling jockey, he's a battling trainer,
yeah.
And he battled through cancer, and he seems as chipper and chirpy and cheeky and slightly naughty, I always think. You know, he's a bit naughty, he's good fun.
Yeah.
Do you think that battling quality was the thing that got him through that illness and stuff, like determination?
Oh, yeah, definitely, just sheer will, I'd say. Yeah, I wasn't around for that part of Dad's life, but yeah, it's, you know, obviously I know what he's like. He's a sports person through and through, just won't take no for an answer if it's not, you know, if it's not what he wants to do, and thankfully, yeah, he is a battler.
Do you get a bigger kick from the training side or the jockey side? What's the difference?
When you're training, it's a big team effort, you know. And as I said, as I said earlier, we've got great staff and, you know, good team together, and everybody pulls together well. And, you know, it's a real achievement when you get it right. Like, you know, it's fantastic for the yard.
That's the thing with this game, it is always kind of looking to the future.
You're always looking for the next champion, Hull Horse, Gold Cup horse, whatever it is, any Cheltenham winner. You know, you're always looking for them all season, and it's you know, it's magical. It's a magical thing, and it's always a great aim, you know.